My brother Nazim comes riding down 2nd Street, wearing a helmet, dark sunglasses, and his long hair, looking cool like one of those bikers in a gang. It's the first time we've seen him on his motorcycle. So my parents, grandmother, and brothers were surprised to see him with a bike. So we all came outside, excited to see him on his bike. And my parents were telling him how it's dangerous and he has to be very careful when riding. We all wanted to go for a ride on it. One by one he started to take us for a ride. After we all went for the ride and came back, he said that his friends with bikes was also coming to go riding that evening. So he brings the bike and parks it under our house, and was going to shower and get dressed to go out riding with his friends. Now my big brother Kazim asked him to go for a ride around the block while he was in the shower, and he will be right back. So he took the bike and we watched as he rode up the street, turned the corner. But instead of just going around the block, he went up to Kokoya village and picked up a friend, and they went joyriding all over the place. Now we all were in the gallery, standing and looking out for him. My parents and grandmother were worried that something would happen to him. Naz was now dressed and waiting for him to come back with his bike, and we all were wondering if he ran into a drain or if he ran off the road. Because it was like 2 hours or more, almost 3 hours have gone by, and still no sign of him. Now my brother Naz went out to the main road and paid for a taxi to drive around all over the village to look for him. And he didn't see him anywhere. Then with the taxi, Naz started to go by all of Kazim's friends to ask them if they saw him.
And they all said,
yes, they saw him. And how he came by to show them the new motorbike, and that he had one friend riding with him on the back of the bike. He went and picked up a friend to go joyriding, while Naz was waiting for his bike. And my parents, grandmother, and I were worried. So now it was like a game of cat and mouse to meet him and to get back his bike. Every one of his friends that Naz went to said he was just there a few minutes ago. So meanwhile it's costing a lot of money for the taxi to go all over. Then Naz caught up with Izzy, and his friend a bike stopped him and got out of the taxi. When Izzy saw him, he said, I was just bringing the bike home for you. Howie Izzy didn't have on his watch to see the time, to know how long he takes with the bike. And he told Naz to go back home in the taxi, and he will bring the bike home. Now Naz was mad already for what he did. He just brought his new bike home, and Izzy took it joyriding, and he had to spend money to pay for a taxi to search for him all over. While my parents and grandmother were worried at home. And now Kazim still had the nerve to say he didn't have his watch to see the time and wanted him to take the taxi back home and wait for him again. He was very mad, not only for his bike, but for the headaches Izzy gives to my parents at home. So he pays for the taxi, tells the driver to go, and asks Izzy in a friendly tone, pretending to not be mad at him, do you have money on you? I want to put some gas on the bike. So Izzy said, sure, I have money. How much do you want? So Nas said to him, no, give me the wallet and I will take how much I want for the gas. So when Izzy gives him the wallet, Nas put it in his pocket and rode off on the bike, leaving Izzy and his friends standing right there. And he came home and told my parents and grandmother what had happened. He gave my parents Izzy's wallet and said how he took his wallet to let him walk home and think of what he had done. Now my parents were worried again about Izzy, thinking how he now has to walk home. So Izzy came home by passing through the bushes in the back of Corinth Imo's house. And when he came home, he told my parents how Nas asked him for his wallet and rode away. He thought they would not tell him anything and instead feel sorry for him having to walk home. But he was wrong, because they quarreled with him about what he did. Then they gave him his wallet back. Years after, Nas buys the property next to the same transformer on Corinth Junction. He built the now world-famous Nas Cuisine restaurant, serving the whole village and the southern parts of Trinidad.
Come here, babe. I'm coming.
One boy.
Let's go right in there. Right. Two are taking it. That's it. Go, pick up. Two, what? Let you know we are full. Yeah, what's here? No, move. Wala mo na si Chuna. Pwede namin isa.
Check that back door.
I want to get Mama. When you sign off, we go and check it,